Don't be fooled by the internet. It's cool. It's cool to get on the computer, but don't let the computer get on you. It's cool. It's cool to use the computer. Don't let the computer use you. You all saw The Matrix. There's a war going on. The battlefield's in the mind. And the prize is the soul. So, just be careful. Don't be...
Good afternoon, everybody. You already know who it is. Targeted individual CJBK. It is September 1st, 1:01 p.m. Yeah, I went to sleep without my cap on, so my hair looking crazy right now. But you already be seeing how I look without my, with my hair is out. But anyway, so. Okay, two main points I wanted to go over today. Today I was compelled, because when I woke up this morning, I know I had like three different dream scenario situations or three different dream manipulations, and I don't remember much of it, but I know they kind of sound like nonsense. And even while I was in my half sleepness or whatever, I could hear them in the background, or I could hear them basically narrating everything that they're doing to me while I'm in my sleep or in my dream, because they're addressing their audience and whatnot. Then I don't know, I woke up this morning and I felt, something. I felt something in me, just like, I don't know, because every day I'm talking to God. I'm, asking, for my guardian angels of Christ to, just keep feeding me, keep guiding me, keep, bringing me closer to an understanding of all things that are happening in this world, and what ways or what things I can do to basically liberate myself from the world and help other people liberate themselves from the world. And then at some point I found myself reading Psalm 23, and then I found myself reading the entire book of Ephesians. I mean, it's only 6 chapters, and I'm not gonna. Well, I can't even. My memory's messed up right now, and all day today, on this entire side of my mind and my brain, this entire side, they have probably like a ton of frequencies, especially right here. There is a great deal of frequencies or something that's basically manipulating probably some portion of my memory, where my middle finger and my ring fingers are. There is a frequency that I can feel it penetrating through my fingers, and I feel the vibration in this area right here. There's a vibration right here that's penetrating through the skull, and I can feel vibrations right there. And when I pull that away, I can tell I'm pulling something off of me. And when I move my hand like this, I can feel it going, like, it's almost as if like I could feel my hand, like I can feel something going up and down over the back of my hand. Like, I know it's going through my hand, but the actual particle or presence of particles, charged particles or whatever, it's going over my hand. Like, I can actually feel it on the back of my hand. So And you know what? I as I'm reading Ephesians, the book of Ephesians, it's also reminding me that it's a reminder that we're not necessarily wrestling against the flesh in itself. You know, the things that we come across or are stimulated by in this world or whatever. It's not even necessarily our flesh that's causing us to desire such things that are being presented or being, I guess in a sense, maybe presented to us or whatever. I can't really find the right words, but it's the principalities. It's the principalities of everything that's dark, everything that's, controlling, manipulating, deceptive. It's all these different, you know, people in high places who are filled with evil intentions. They have created this trickle down effect where they basically have manipulated, they created a system to basically oppress a lot of people. And then the system in itself, it pulls you away from your inner peace. It pulls you away from your inner self. It pulls you away from your godliness. And then when you start, if you don't have any type of faith in you, if you don't have any type of resilience to want to give into, greed, lust, anger, all of these things, if you don't have no resistance, no conviction, it's going to pull you deeper and deeper into where they want you to be. And that's the elites, that's the principalities of darkness and whatnot, the people who basically profit off of destruction, profit off of everything that's wrong with our world now. They love the idea of seeing more and more people being removed from godliness. And I'm not saying godliness in the sense of, power and control and possession. No, godliness being everything that is about true, honest, and unconditional love. Everything that is about, truth. Everything that is about, solidarity. Everything that is about peace. When they can pull, when they have just the right influence over you, or they created a situation in your life that basically makes you feel deprived and basically depleted, then they come out of nowhere and say, hey, you look like you can use some help. I have these things that you need. Don't you want these? If I give you these, it will help you obtain so much of the things that you seem to can't really get for yourself. Don't you want these things? Don't you want this power? Don't you want all of these things? Yeah, you do, right? Don't you want your suffering to end? Well, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to start you on a slow process of introducing you to what we are and what we do. Then, we're going to give you little by little some tasks for you to do. And if you go along with it and you do everything the way that we tell you to do, and you do it in a way that, it benefits us, it will eventually benefit you. And the better you get at following our instructions, the more that you do, the more, and then especially if you don't say nothing about what we're doing, we're going to take care of you better than anything that you probably could have done on your own, or any God or any angel or whatever. We're going to take care of you. But if you read the book of Ephesians, it warns you. It like the book of Ephesians, we're talking about something that was written centuries ago. But yet it's still very, very, very relatable to what is happening even right now. And it's like, it's amazing how relatable these scriptures truly are. And whether you believe in the Bible, or you believe in the Torah, or you believe in, Harakti, or whatever it is, there are certain things in this Bible that you will read, and if you have a moral compass and you have a code of ethics that you live by, if you believe in love, if you believe in peace, if you believe in morality, it's going to resonate with you. And I just got chills. So I'm trying to make sure I speak as fluid as possible. That's why I say, Lord, just keep feeding me, because I know if anything, you're going to use me to represent your light in this world, because there's so much darkness in this world, but there's still so much light in this world too. And God is going to use certain people to be a resemblance, or to be a messenger of the sort. I'm not calling myself anything. I'm basically saying what I'm spiritually receiving. As you notice in my video, I don't incite anyone to do anything that can cause harm to others. The only thing I ever say is record everything that happens to you. Learn how to protect yourself, whether physically or spiritually, well, both physically and spiritually, and psychologically too. And because you got to remember, everything that they're doing, first it's an attack on on your psyche. Then eventually it's an attack on your body. And then after those two, the first thing that the true, like Prince said, the true prize is your soul. That's and then you think about it, like I said in my last night's video, or it hasn't really finished uploading yet, or I think it hasn't, but I don't know. It's like, what normal, healthy human being truly, honestly needs to gain access to your soul and the energy that you produce from your body so that they can control you? What normal, healthy human being has the urge to want to gain that much power and control over another person? No one in their right mind who is healthy, full of joy, love, and peace, and just, I don't know, tranquility. No one who has those things want to do any of the things that are happening right now. So, and then like I had this other thought come to me earlier today, and now this is just me speaking theoretically, right? Theoretically speaking, the handlers used to say in the beginning, I'd say like during those last 2 to 3 months, like, cause their full I guess, what's the word, when they basically introduced themselves technologically to me, through V2K and all that in October of 2020. And I said, and I remember telling them, look, I don't know what y'all doing, why y'all doing it. I told myself, I was telling them, I'm like, look, I'm going to go to sleep. As long as y'all not, I hope that when I wake up, y'all going. I don't want to know anything. I don't want to be a part of nothing. I'm hoping that you are all gone by the time I wake up. Next morning, they were like, we still here, nigga. And so they were just like, basically, it was like, okay. So I remember I told myself, I was like, okay, I don't know exactly what's happening because I don't know that much about technology. I'm just all I was just trying to do is just, survive the quarantine and just like basically live my life the way I see fit, as long as I'm not causing harm to anyone or whatever. Then and God seems to still be blessing me no matter what. As long as as long as I'm still living some type of a righteous life, I'm always being taken care of. Now, as I'm talking, there's now like a energy flux, or like there's like a funneling. It's like a vacuum of charged particles going into my chest. It's like from here to here, and it's like as if there was a vacuum, like a funnel or a tube, right? And then it's like the charged particles that's all around, my environment. It's being vacuumed right into my chest, and basically it's like microwave. They're basically microwaving or heating the cells of my body. So right now, my throat is being attacked, which some people would also call the throat chakra. My Don't really feel it in the heart as much, but so it's like, what do they call it? The mediastinum. There was an article I had read not too long ago where someone had an autopsy done to figure out how someone had passed away. Someone who probably was suffering from direct energy attacks. In the autopsy, they said that the victim, in their autopsy, they found what looked like holing, like nano or micro holes throughout their chest. They call it holing, HOLING, right? So it was like nano micro holes throughout the person's chest, as if someone was taking needles and just poking holes all throughout their chest. When you think about how when you're taking particles of energy and you're focusing it onto something, or when you think about how a microwave basically works, a microwave, think about a microwave. The microwave, right? Okay, you got the rectangle, all right? And then you take like a third or a quarter of that rectangle, right? The majority of the device that causes that's the operational part of the microwave, that's all on the side where you see the number pad is at. Everything else, that's not really the microwave itself. That is just the containment area that keeps the particles that are being transmitted into that space contained into that other 3/4 of the microwave. Now, what happens with a microwave, if I hope I'm saying this correctly, is basically it takes microwave particles and it's basically shooting those particles into that into that 3/4 part of the microwave area. The very same thing that happens inside of a microwave, they have found a way to actually perform that same function, but in the area, in the environment around us. So when you think about chemtrails and stuff like that, they're spraying all these particles and all these everything that's whatever's in that stuff. Because I mean that stuff is basically what's killing the bees. This stuff is the stuff that's killing, you know, trees. Basically livestock. It's killing, you know, our agriculture. It's killing a lot of stuff, right? What they're basically doing is the same thing. But, like I say before, like I've said many times, if you have read the document about scalar weaponization, they create a funnel. It's like a vacuum tube, right? Wherever the transmitter is, it has a tube. Like there's a tube of concentrated energy, and it kind of absorbs everything into that tube, and then they basically focus that tube on wherever they want to attack you at. But anyway, what I was actually aiming to pitch all this stuff at was, I was like, I'm losing track of my thought and everything. Golly. It's like they have this constant connection to my memory. So every time I get on the roll with something, it's almost as if like it's being erased at the same time that I'm trying to say it. So like right now, what I just did, I pinch like I right now. So your memory cortex, let me see, your memory processing area is like, yeah, it's like somewhere here. Or even better, here's an image.